Purchase has a 7-1 record in the Skyline, while in the Southern Division, Yeshiva has an 8-0 record. What the craziness about this game is the winner of this game, because they only played each other once, the winner of this game essentially controls their own destiny. If they go all the way, they get to have home court in the championship.
It's pretty interesting. I mean, we all know YU, an unbelievable season thus far, 15-1 overall, 8-0 in conference play. You might think they're cruising through, and they really are, but they can go down tonight and actually be tied in the division with Purchase, which would then allow them, they would actually be losing the tiebreaker, obviously, with the head-to-head. So this is almost a must-win. It's crazy to say that with a 15-1 team, but that's what we have tonight. A must-win on the line in order to secure home court advantage throughout the playoffs, which we know is so important, especially with this ruckus crowd out here at the Max campus.
And just to give you a little bit more about the matchup, Yeshiva comes in on a 15-game win streak, while Purchase themselves have a 6-game win streak of their own. It's the second time they've had a win streak of 6 or more this season. And we know as well that Purchase and Yeshiva have met in the playoffs the last 2 out of 3 years. So definitely familiar foes, and this almost feels like a playoff atmosphere. So with that being said, we'll go to JD's keys. What does YU need to do to get this W tonight?
Yeah, so, I mean, obviously, in general, you just got to play your game. I think YU's the best team in the conference. We've seen that with the 8-0 record. Specifically, though, key number 1, shut down Elijah Lott, the senior guard. Everything runs through that man. I believe he's going to be number 5 in your program and on your screen. He is a scorer. He averages over 20 a game, averages assists. He rebounds the ball. I think he leads the team in steals as well. He's all over the place. Force the ball out of his hands. Number 2, Simcha Halpert is a little bit gimpy, his lower back strain, but he will be on the court starting tonight. They need to shoot the ball with or without him. Hopefully he gets out there and plays ample minutes. If not, they still need to shoot the ball. And finally, rebound the ball. Purchase is massive. They pound the glass while you has to put a body on. Box out your man, then go for the ball secondary. Hopefully if we can do those 3 things, we'll come out victorious tonight.
Well, there you have it. Coming up next, Yeshiva University Maccabees take on the Purchase College Panthers.
At the PMR Center, we strive to find the right physical therapy and hand therapy program for you. PM&R, the proud sponsor of Yeshiva University Athletics. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey.
If you're living with pain that affects your quality of life, we're here to help. Many patients respond well to progressive physical therapy. PM&R, the proud sponsor of the YU Maccabees men's basketball team. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey. If you're living with pain that affects your quality of life, we're here to help. Since its inception in 1986, the Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has been providing its patients with the best possible care of sports, spine, orthopedic, and neuromuscular conditions. Whether you want to get back to playing sports again or simply walk around pain-free, the PMR Center is here for you. We'll help you feel like yourself again. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey.
Shalom, my name is Rabbi Yaakov Trump and I serve the esteemed community of the Young Israel of Lawrence Cedarhurst, and I want to reach out to you about the OIC, which is the Orthodox Israel Coalition. And perhaps you have not heard about this yet, but right now is a critical moment for the World Zionist Congress. The voting for the World Zionist Congress for its delegates begins on January 21st, 2020, and there is a large slate for the Vote Torah Party, which is under Mizrahi with the auspices, working together with the OU, with YU, with the RCA, with Amit, with Torah College, with Bnei Akiva and Torah Mitzion, as one coalition, saying that when it comes to agenda setting in the Jewish world, whether it be in Israel or in the diaspora, those decisions, those votes should take into account the growing Torah community, which is what we are part of. In order to be able to do that, we have a large slate of leaders from across the world, and specifically in America, it's the opportunity to vote. I encourage you to find out more, to take a look at the slate of almost 500 leaders for the OIC, and take a moment to vote and make a difference. Have a fantastic day.
Hello and welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center. And we will just take a quick break and listen into the anthems.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you all please rise for the playing of the U.S. and Israeli national anthem, which tonight will be sung by Yeshiva student athlete Moshe Stewart.
And welcome back into this much anticipated matchup. The Maccabees looking to extend their winning streak to 16 games, while Purchase tries to extend their winning streak to 7 games themselves. We'll set the lineups for you. Again, Yehoshua Segal joined by the one and only Jacob Dauer. Starting for the Macs, or let's start with the Panthers. We have Elijah Harris, Max Miller, Elijah Lott, their best player, Andre Piguero, and Jorge Perdomo.
Yeah, a little bit about the Purchase College Panthers. We spoke about them a little bit in the pregame show. Elijah Lott, everything runs through that man. Number 5 on your screen. He's a great player. He can shoot the ball. He can score the ball. He can drive the ball. We talked to Coach Steinmetz a little bit pregame. You want to keep him out of the paint. He likes to knife in. Hopefully get some easy twos. Perdomo, the junior guard, big guy, he's about 6'5", but he can shoot the ball from all over the court. He's a great player. And Piguero, the big guy, he's a menace in the paint. Doesn't do a lot on offense, but he protects the rim on defense and rebounds the basketball. So those are some guys to look out for on that side.
Great points, Jacob Dauer. And just in the spirit of the week, this game is such a big game that assistant coach of the Macs, Ellie Katz, he said, and I quote, "It's their Super Bowl, this game." So it's important, again, as we mentioned before, it's important for the seeding. It's important for down the stretch who's going to control their own destiny. But much anticipated. Last year, we saw 2 different stories when they played each other twice when the Skyline Conference was still one division. We essentially saw a blowout when the Macs went to Purchase. They beat them by 24. And then when the game was held here at home in the Max Center Athletic Center, the scripts kind of flipped and YU took a loss.
Yeah, and you see, obviously, the Max, the best team in the division thus far. Everyone wants to take down the big dogs. Purchase coming in here on a Thursday night. They would love nothing more than to dethrone the YU Max from atop the division, and they can actually do exactly that. We spoke about it. They win tonight. They will be sitting in first place overall in the conference. A massive game for both squads. Both teams are pumped. They'll draw their own energy. Excited to see how this one plays out.
And important to mention for the Max were in Sarah Lawrence on Tuesday, and a bit of a rarity. It was an extremely close game down the stretch, and with about 20 seconds left, they found themselves down by a point. And if not for the clutch shooting of Gabriel Leifer, I'm not so sure we sit here talking about this win streak.
Yep. We got the Max starters being announced. We talked about it a little bit in the pregame show as well. Simcha Halpert was a game-time decision, hurt his lower back on Tuesday night in that game, didn't play at all in the second half. But as I think they have called his name or will call his name, he will be starting tonight. Got the word just mere seconds before tip-off. He'll be out there, and we know if he's out there, he's going to do all he can to put a victory on the board for the Max. And they are calling him right now. He's a sharpshooter. Carried this Max team for 3 years now in his super senior year. Hopefully he gets it done tonight.
And on that Simcha Halpert point, we saw against Sarah Lawrence in the second half, his ability to stretch the floor for this offense can't go unnoticed.
No, it cannot. He can really shoot the ball from anywhere. You have to worry about him. The Max going to run with their usual five. Terrell, Aloof, and Simcha on the backcourt. Gabe and Donnie Katz manning the paint. But we know they run a lot of a motion offense, and that's what Coach Steinmetz talked about also in his pregame speech to us. He wants to run a motion offense. Everyone really touches all sides of the court. No one is specifically placed in one position. Everyone moves, everyone sets off ball screens, and everyone can pass the ball, which is extremely important within an interchangeable team like this. Even the bigs, Gabe Leifer, we know he averages a ton of assists. Ryan Terrell. So look to get other people involved early. Make everyone feel at home. Hopefully that will be a recipe for success here tonight.
And we are just about ready to go.
Yeah, not a bad crowd out here. Thought it'd be a little more crowded early on, but hopefully we'll have some more fans in here. Big game tonight.
I'm sure it'll fill up as classes continue to end here on campus. And here we go. We're on the way as the Max control. Bar Aloof didn't see a lot of playing time in the second half Tuesday night, but he's back in the lineup. Gabe tries a three. He's got it.
There it is. Big Gabe Leifer. No hesitation. Big three early on. We saw Purchase in a man-to-man defense. Why he's going to exploit that every time.
Picking up right where he left off. As Lott, their best player, essentially, drives the lane, and he gives for Miller. It'll be Harris going up left hand. He's got it. Going strong against Donnie Katz.
Yeah, great finish by Harris. We saw the Max also in a man-to-man defense. Both teams playing straight up early on.
Terrell controls and gives for Katz. They work it around the perimeter. Now Halpert will try a three from the top of the key. It's good.
Injured, doesn't look like it over there. Halpert steps into one. Beautiful top of the key look. 2 straight threes early on for the Max. Great start.
And we spoke about it. The passing is what leads to these open shots. As now it's Peguero who goes top of the key, and Jorge Perdomo able to knock it in.
Yeah, no surprise there. That's number 33. We gave that to you in the pregame show. He's going to fire from anywhere. Big guy, can stretch the floor. Got to close out on him. Not a great job by the Max. Early scoring for both teams.
Gabe Leifer draws a double. Up top for Barr. He thinks about it, but now Gabe. Pump fake inside to Terrell. Pull up Jay. A little short, but he grabs his own miss. A nice play by Terrell as he puts it back home.
What a luxury to have a point guard who's 6'6", gets his own miss. Great finish by Terrell. 8-5 Max.
And an offensive foul goes against Elijah Lott. Good defense from the Max.
Love it. Maybe the best way to get your team jump-started early on. Taking a charge. The big guy, he doesn't hit a lot of threes. That's one way to do it. And the better way, take a charge, put your body on the line. We saw it there. Great start for the Max. Great defensive stop, the first one of the game.
An exciting start here. 18 minutes left to play. The Max with a 3-point lead. As Donnie Katz controls it on the wing. Goes downstairs for Leifer. Here comes the ball movement. Inside for Halpert. Back up top to Bar Aloof. Aloof drives the lane and finishes with the right hand.
Yeah, Aloof thought about the three. Didn't settle. Takes a couple long strides. That's what he's good at. Great finish with the right.
Lot puts it up, no good. But Piguero able to reset. And now Harris has got it. And a nice J from Piguero.
Yeah, great shot by Piguero. He's not so aggressive on the offensive end, but if you give it to him, he'll shoot it and he'll score it. Great shot by Piguero, the big guy. A lot of off-ball screens for the Max early on. That's the way you beat this man-to-man defense.
Baraloof airballs the three, but Terrell right there counters a pass. Why not? Terrell goes baseline again, deep into the shot clock. Gabe thinks about the three. He'll take it himself up top. Wing three for Terrell. No good, but he gets his own miss. A nice effort from Terrell as he goes up, and he'll get 2 shots.
Ryan Terrell will not be denied. Misses the three. Gets his own miss again. If you include the rebound on the air ball, that is his 3rd offensive rebound of the game early on. He's a menace all over the court. Love it. And the Max have not had an empty possession yet. That is one way to win the game, score on each possession. You will not lose that way, I'll tell you that much.
And they're, again, you just said their second chance opportunities. That might be the difference here tonight.
Oh, we got an on-the-ground foul. Don't know if I love that call, but the Max will take it out.
Simcha Halpert almost gets it taken away, but Gabe Life will be able to collect in the backcourt. They're going to call a backcourt, but it was definitely tipped, and I think that's what the refs are about to change.
Yeah, that ball looked to be tipped. They're discussing it. Even if it gets tipped away, the Max are allowed to touch it and still be the first ones to recover once they lose possession, and they're going to get the ball back. There it is. Gotta love the purchase bright orange jerseys. Look a little bit like the Syracuse orange out there. Some nice jerseys out here.
Yeah, I like them a lot. The Max repping their fresh jerseys this year. Their the first season wearing these guys, sponsored by Under Armour.
Have they always been Under Armour? I'm not sure about that.
But shot clock winding down, 5 seconds. Bar will think about the three. Driving himself, goes top for Halpert, and Terrell will put it up. And it looks like it got deflected.
Got a little rim, a little too unselfish there by the Max.
Oh, and a nifty play, but unable to finish as Piguero's now toying. And they're going to get Piguero on a foul. Looks like he was hit in the face.
Yeah, a blown, botched, wide-open layup by Max Miller. Don't love to see that if you are Coach Kyle Martin on the Panthers sideline. But that's what it'll be, and the Max will take it every time, 10-7. An exciting start early on here in the Max Johnson Athletic Center as the fans start to pour in. I always love seeing from this angle how we see the entire left side will be filled. No one seems to like to move all the way onto the right side of the gym for some reason.
Yeah, it's probably because people want to, go in and out, maybe grab a quick meal from the cafe middle.
Yeah,
as
great food
Simcha
out here.
Halpert misses the jumper, but Bar Aloof, as he collects it, throws it out of bounds.
Aloof a little careless with the ball. It's 2 straight miscues for the Max. Got to stay composed, do what they were doing early on.
Lott will try a three of his own. He's got it, and we're all tied up at 10.
Elijah Lott, money, almost pushed his own man out of his way so he can get that shot off. Great shot by Lott. We know he can hit that one, ties it up.
Donnie Katz goes to the top for Halpert. Gabe now takes a three from the wing. He's got it.
So easy, can score inside, can score outside, fades away. Just looks effortless from Gabe Lifer, number 4. Second three of the game. Max retake the lead.
And now it'll be Lott, the pull-up jumper from the free throw line. No good, as Terrell controls.
Yeah, good D by Terrell. They always task him usually with the best offensive player on the other team.
Gabe thinks about it again, but he'll drive. A lot of moves, and ball ends up in the hands of Terrell. And Terrell, a nice pass to Simcha Halpert, who's unable to finish as Lott controls. And Lott, a nice pass to Miller. Cannot convert once again, and Bar Aloof is off to the races. He'll think about a three, but gives it up for Terrell, and deflected by Miller. Yeshiva ball.
Yeah, that's Miller's second blown layup of the game. Can't love that early on, but I like his aggressiveness getting to the rim. As we are going to have our first substitution, fan favorite number 13, that's Ofek Reef checking into the ball game.
Donnie Katz unable to convert the lay-in as YU6 was a 3-point lead. A lot of steps, and they're going to call it.
Yeah, a couple too many steps there. I would say maybe 3 too many. That'll be a travel every time. And we talked about it a little bit before. Yehoshua mentioned Bar Aloof bench in the second half of last game. a little bit too trigger happy out from the three-point line, and we saw, I think he's done a little bit of that tonight also, maybe why the early substitution. But the Macs love Ofek Reef, the fans love Ofek Reef, the freshman coming out here, everyone loves him, fan favorite. Let's see how he can impact the game early on.
And he flies high. Let's see if we'll see a highlight tonight as Gabe Leifer goes up, nice and strong, gets it to go.
Too big, too strong for the Purchase defender. That'll be easy money every time.
It'll be lock controlling again. He gives for Perdomo. And shot no good. Rebounded by Gabe.
Yeah, and we have in for the Purchase Panthers, number 2, Brian Hardy, the big man. Let's see how he can guard Leifer. No one was able to stop him early on.
Reef gives for Katz. Now back to Reef on the baseline. Now Gabe will drive lefty against 2 defenders. It looked like he got deflected. They're going to call him for a travel.
They're going to argue that. They're not going to get that. A little too many steps by Leifer, but travel both ways. Gotta like what we see early on from the Macs, up 15-10. Playing some better defense after a couple of defensive miscues early on, really limiting the Panthers in the past couple minutes. Good start by both teams, though.
It'll be Miller driving again and finally gets that layup to go to cut in to Yeshiva's lead.
Yeah, he wasn't going to miss too many layups. Today, we know he can take the ball to the paint whenever he wants. Great finish by Miller as Terrell tries to do the same on the other end, but gets denied.
And now Lod, open floor, but rejected by Ofek Reef. And Lott cleans up the mess.
Yeah, you won't know it on the scoreboard, but love the hustle by number 13. The Macs have to run back on defense if one of their guys is going to put out that hustle like that. Unbelievable rejection. Doesn't do anything as Purchase, though. Scores 2 anyways.
And Gabe Leifer, the lay-in, gets it to go to put Yeshiva back up by 3.
Cool, calm, and collected. Leifer, power dribbles, left hand, gather. Big finish. Unbelievable start by Gabe. He has 10 of the 17 early points for the Macs. As we have a couple youngsters set to check in the game for YU.
Lott, no good. And it's YU's ball. I bet you it hit the, as we call it, the white rafter above the rims. Above the rims, excuse me.
Yeah, and for the Macs, we're going to have number 15, the sophomore guard, Eitan Halpert, as well as number 42, Caleb Malopsky, the big man checking into this game. 3 bench players, and you don't often see that for the Macs, but let's see if we can get some firepower. We have both brothers, the Halpert brothers, on the court together.
Now Gabe, inside pass to Ofek. Ball works back out to Gabe. Gabe thinks about it. Eitan Halpert drives, tries to give his brother Simcha, and it's taken away by Harris. Harris, few steps, and rejected by Gabe Leifer, but it'll stick with the Panthers.
And if you're a young big man looking how to play defense, look no further. The number 4, Gabe Leifer, keeps his position, puts his hands up. He's bigger, he'll block that every time. As we saw again, no reason to jump or even put your hands down. Just keep them up in the air, and you'll swat that every time. That's 2 straight rejections for Leifer.
Just on cue, and Miller struggling a little bit around the rim as the Macs defense just too strong in the area. And a nice hustle by Halpert.
You got to crash the boards, though, if you're the YU Maccabees. Too many second chance points early on.
Perdomo controls. Now it's Harris, the lefty floater, gets it to go. 1 point, Yeshiva lead.
Nifty move. Behind the back, little fadeaway. You got to just tip your cap to a man at that point. Great finish.
Simcha Halpert thinks about it, but Gabe Leifer underneath, about to get it taken away, and he does, as Miller runs the break for the Panthers. He gives it, it's a 3, and it's no good for Perdomo as it hits the rafter up top.
The good old rafters. We're going to speak about it all night. Long shots equal long rebounds. Hits the rafters. That's out of bounds out here in the Max Jones Athletic Center.
Special announcement. Be sure to stay tuned during halftime for a special reveal for the Sarachek tournament with Max Live President David Schwartzman. Exciting stuff coming your way.
Is that true? That's
stay tuned
today
for halftime.
I don't know how you could turn off your computer for halftime. What an unbelievable honor and privilege it is to hear from the president himself, El Presidente. Big Sarachek seating.
And we're going to get an offensive going against Andre Piguero. The 4th team, that's something to note. It's the 4th team foul for Purchase, while YU has yet to commit a foul.
That is a keen observation, Mr. Segal. 4 team fouls. We know number 7. You go to the line for 1-and-1 the remainder of the half. YU moving their feet, not playing with their hands, and that's why they haven't committed the foul yet.
Halpert, the floater, he's got it. That's Simcha.
I like it. We see him. They have to worry about his shot. They trail the shooter. That's what you do. And he reads it perfectly. Goes for the curl. Easy left-handed lay-in.
And again, the lefty pop from Harris doesn't go down, as now Eitan Halper looks to push. Gives from Malopsky. Ofek drives baseline. Wing three for Simcha Halpert. A little too strong, but rebounded once again. His third offensive rebound. That's Ryan Terrell. Halpert inside to Malopsky. Malopsky turns the corner, but they're going to say he threw an elbow on the way in.
Yeah, they're going to call a hook. I don't love the call myself, but that's what happens. You take that first step and you wrap around. They'll get him on that one. Got to move your feet. Can't use your off arm. But I like the aggressiveness by Malopsky. They need these guys off the bench to look for a shot. Otherwise, the defense won't respect them. And although he picked up the offensive foul, you got to watch out for him next time down.
And that's Miller unable to connect as Baraluf pushes. Puts on a series of moves, goes back door to Terrell, who hangs on the rim as he gets fouled going upstairs, and he'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, you love to see some contact up by the rim. Exciting for the fans, some oohs and ahs. Terrell will take that, though, an unbelievable foul shooter, 83% on the line this year. So this should be 2 points due if we're going by percentages. So hopefully he puts in two right now to extend the lead to 5.
Looks like he's holding his hand a little bit, but looks all right with that free throw.
Yeah, we love to call it out. The Terrell parents are in the building tonight, making the trip out from sunny Los Angeles. I can't say I would do the same if I had the choice, but they are out here enjoying the nice weather and cheering on their son. Really awesome.
Terrell misses on the second. YU leads by 4. And now a three goes down for Jorge Perdomo. Jacob, you talked about it all pregame. They got to figure that out.
Yeah, got to put a body on that guy early on. He's going to be spotting up. A little bit of a defensive miscue. Guy's out of position. Easy three.
Ofek, corner for Malopsky. The three, it's good. Caleb Malopsky gets on the board with a splash.
And that's what you get with Malopsky off the bench for Donnie Katz. Can stretch the floor. He's a big guy, but really keeps the defense honest. And there we have it, a big three-pointer off the bench by Malopsky.
And now seeing his first action, that was Means. Can't get it to go, and Harris on the follow-through, not able to get it to go either. As now Ofek Reeve goes to the Euro step, but unable to convert. As a nice pass from Lott. And Perdomo once again gets the and one, goes to the line with a chance to cut this YU lead to just one.
We mentioned probably the best player on offense for this Purchase Panthers team was likely going to be Elijah Lott, but early on it's been Jorge Perdomo, the man on your screen at the line right now, looking for, I believe, almost maybe even to get into double digits tonight, hit multiple threes. He's everywhere already. Got to put a body on him if you're the Max.
And he gets it to go, a 1-point Max lead, 9:42 to go. Again, this is a special matchup to essentially be the number 1 overall seed in the conference, or at least control their own destiny to become that number 1 seed. They only play each other once, and this game, again, as assistant coach Katz said, this is their Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if these two teams don't match up somewhere along in the playoffs, if not the championship game. Got to come out here with some confidence going into the playoffs.
Halper gets everyone in the air. Ofek, dribble, pop, he's got it.
Love it, Ofek Reeve. Cool, calm, and collected, throws the up fake, doesn't force the deep ball. Easy mid-range 2 by Reeve.
And he struggled from the field in the last couple of days, so good to see him going. As again, Perdomo rejected by Gabe Leifer. But Lott gets the rebound, unable to convert, and now Leifer gets the board. And Aloof controls. Aloof, Reef, wing, 3. A little too strong. And now it's Lott. Up top, a nice drive from Harris. Doesn't get it to go, but they're going to get Hardy on a foul as Gabe Leifer hits the deck.
Yeah, but love the hustle by Leifer. Hits the deck hard, but he'll take that every time. Panthers now at 16 fouls. Still 8:38 left to play. In this first half, the Max, that means we'll be shooting the rest of the way. So if you are the YU Maccabees, you have to stay aggressive, try to drive the ball, draw fouls, get 2s with the clock stop at the line.
Tyler Hoad seeing his first action. Hasn't seen action the last couple of games. We wish him a mazel tov. He's probably been a little busy as Gabe tries a three. No good once again. YU starting to go cold from three-point land. And now Means drives, gives for Harris, and Tyler Hode on cue swats it away. Terrell running the break, wing three, it's Halpert, he's got it!
Money, the back is not bothering him at all, but that play was started by number 25, you mentioned it, Tyler Hode. Cold into the game, doesn't matter, jump starts this defense. He's in there to do exactly that, be a force on defense.
And let's see what that does. Means tries a three of his own, a little too strong as Halpert comes down with it. 7:50 to play, Yeshiva with its largest lead, it's 6. As Terrell goes top of the key to Halpert three. And it goes a little strong, but rebounded. Goes inside. It's Halpert, gets tangled up and puts it home. A nice pass by Tyler Hode.
Great pass by Hode. Great finish by Simcha Halpert. Gathers, absorbs the contact. No foul call, but a great layup. He's in double figures tonight. Great start off of the sore back. Love it by Simcha Halpert. Almost didn't play, and he's out here making an impact.
And now a little pull-up jumper from Hardy doesn't go down, and YU trying to extend the lead.
Yeah, and I love this lineup for the Max. Their biggest guy on the court is Gabe Lightford, but we all know he's a stretch 5. They almost are all guards and interchangeable. As we see it there, everyone playing the motion offense. A great pass by Aloof to Simcha Halpert, and Coach Martin has seen enough. The Max have stretched the lead to 10 points, 7:05 left in this first half.
And that's exactly what we've been talking about. That was the key that Coach Steinmetz stressed. Get the movement going and good things happen. A lot of backdoor cuts is just leading to easy buckets for the Max. Just a reminder to tune in during halftime for a special announcement regarding the Red Sarachek tournament with Max Live president David Schwartzman. We look forward to hearing him. And a reminder, tune in Saturday night as the Max take on conference newcomers Mid-Haddonsville College. Coverage begins at 8:25 right here on MaxLive.com.
Yeah, big game Saturday night. I think we have, going back to last week, I think it's almost 5 or 6 straight Motzei Shabbos games in this building. Love to see it. I was here last Saturday night along with you, Yehoshua. We were just fans, though, for that game. Great atmosphere out here, people coming in, and good atmosphere tonight also. A lot of people staying up in the Heights on their Thursday night. We know a lot of people in YU like to get out of here right after classes end, but for the people who stayed around, they are in for a great game early on, high-scoring affair, and a great start for the YU Maccabees.
And while it's great to always see students here, it's just really nice how many families come from so many different areas of the metro. So many different communities of the tri-state area are represented here. Really just a nice, call it a unity event, but just to see everyone coming out to support.
And that's what happens when you win basketball games. We know the YU Max, a force over the past couple years in the Skyline Conference. You're going to draw fans that way.
Harris drives baseline. Nice give and go with Perdomo, but he can't finish. And good interior defense once again from the Max. They go up 10. Halpert thinks about it and now goes inside to Terrell. Terrell has got a matchup he likes. Goes cross corner. Tyler Hode a three. And one. Count the bucket for Tyler Hode.
The fans love it. Hode loves it. Halpert loves it. Huge shot. Not known for his three-point prowess, but no hesitation there. Draws the contact and puts it in. This crowd is in a frenzy as the Max can extend their lead to 14 points in the first half.
And you could just see that Tyler Hode was just waiting to get into the game to leave his mark. He has really jump-started things here for the Max as they go up by 13 with a chance at one more.
Hode really reminds me of Alex Caruso, a bench guard from the Los Angeles Lakers, a defensive menace, but can put the ball in when you need him to, as he's going to check out, but he is hyped up as Donnie Katz, the big number 33, re-enters the game. Some MVP chants from the crowd.
And we're going to get a 30-second timeout from the Panthers. Can't imagine Coach Martin like that.
Yeah, 13-0 run for this Max squad. They were up just 1 point a couple moments ago, extended their lead. And I don't know if you could see this, but maybe you'll get a glimpse of him on the other side. We have Jack Terrell, the brother of Ryan Terrell, actually mic'd up for this game. I believe a newspaper, I'm not sure which one, is
the Associated Press.
The Associated Press is doing an expose, shall we call it, on some of the Max and their fans. So he's mic'd up. if you probably had to put this entire Max crowd in one person, it's probably him. I believe he's the unofficial mascot of the team. So really just good for him to get out there, show what he's made of, and support this Max team.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, and he really brings the energy to the entire Max Stern Athletic Center, and essentially his bottle of energy never runs out. 6:30 to play, Max up by 14.
Yeah, the Max now changing to an extended 1-3-1 defense, but that's what you're going to give up, and they'll take that every time. I mean, maybe not. Purchase like that shot also. A missed shot by number 33, Perdomo, who's hit a couple early on.
Halpert got it on the baseline. Goes up top, Baralouf. Gabe Leifer tries the three, no good again.
Yeah, I like the confidence though. No hesitation, putting it up. He shoots a great clip from behind the arc. Didn't get that one to go, but great shot nonetheless.
And now it's Lott, who I believe has not seen the bench yet.
Yeah, back to a man-to-man defense now for the Max. Just went to the 1-3-1 out of the break just to mix it up a little bit as another stop and defensive rebound for this Max team.
Yeah, that's Piguero, and the Panthers have just gone ice cold on the offensive end. Gabe Leifer's got it inside. Terrell on the baseline. He's looking weak side. They're all looking weak side. Now Baralouf gets the lay. A nice cut by Baralouf.
Yeah, the Purchase Panthers now in a 2-3 zone. Got to guard the weak side post. They didn't do so there. Aloof finds the area as he now draws an offensive foul. The Panthers, ice cold, not playing great defense.
They look flustered.
Yeah, they look flustered. I mean, it's hard not to be when you come into the big house, as they call it, the Wahoo Max Stern Athletic Center. The 8-0 conference record for this team at home, undefeated at home. They're tough to beat here, and we're seeing exactly that tonight. The Panthers in shambles right now early on.
Ofek Reef gives for Terrell. Playing some catch. And now it's Ofek Reef who controls once again. Halper corner. Terrell, a three! No good as Lott comes away with the rebound. Goes up top. And it finally goes down for Jorge Perdomo.
Yeah, none other than number 33 himself, the man who's really kept this team relatively in it early on. Perdomo, got to put a body on him. He's firing from all over the court tonight.
Gabe Leifer drives, puts it up, no good, gets his own miss, and puts it home.
Great hustle by Terrell, almost with the steal. But Gabe Leifer, pump faking. We know we can extend the defense. They have to keep him honest out there. Drawing the man past him, couple easy dribbles, collected, misses a layup but gets it back. Easy two for Leifer.
Now it's Miller. Gives for Lott. Back to Miller again, lots of catch here as Harris looked to move his pivot foot before he put the ball on the ground.
Yeah, a lot of honorary referees in the crowd showing the traveling motion themselves. Got to put the ball down before you take steps, son. That'll be going down for the Max. Ofek Reef running the point guard, number 13. As the Max are trying to beat the zone, we have Leifer running high post, trying to kick the shooters as we just saw, and we're going to get an illegal screen by Katz. He doesn't like it clearly, but I think I saw what the ref saw. Got to give the man room to turn, and we didn't. But we see the Max against the zone. They're going to run a high post man and try to set weak side screens for shooters. Just got to get there a little earlier next time.
Now it's Miller gives for Means. Cross court, that's Lott. Inside to Piguero. Piguero working against Katz. Lots of ball movement here. Pull-up J goes down for Perdomo.
I like that one. Lots of ball movement out here. Is that for Elijah Lotz?
Very good, Jacob.
Perdomo, another two. 40-27 Max.
Halper controls, swings for Reef. Reef up top, Leifer. Lots of catch again. As YU looking for the three, it looks like. As long as it's open, they'll take it. Reef back up top for Leifer. Leifer thinks about it. Corner. Halpert. It's a three. Rims out. As everyone in the crowd held their breath, but a turnover, sloppy pass from Lott.
Yeah, and this is a big part of the game, I would say. 3:17 left in the half, 13-point game. There's a couple options right here. The YU Max can extend and maybe blow open this game, go make it close to 20, or the Purchase Panthers can cut it down to under 10. If I'm Coach Steinmetz, I really want to either keep this lead or build on it. Do not want to let the Panthers have momentum going into the second half.
And Donnie Katz trying to get it to go. A nice offensive rebound, but he's unable to finish. Lott takes it and gives to Perdomo. Perdomo stolen by Halpert. And now YU's running the break. Leifer runs straight into the Panthers defender. He goes down hard. And an offensive foul called against Gabriel Leifer.
Yeah, that's Elijah Lott. Put his body on the line for that one. Got up gimpy, but he likes that with the turnover for the max. And Simcha Halpert, though, great defense on the sharpshooter, Perdomo. Easy to guard a shooter when you're a shooter yourself. You know how he plays.
And you could hear the rumblings come on that fast break. Everyone, the whole athletic center saw Ofek Reef trailing, but Gabe was blocked by a couple defenders, couldn't throw the alley-oop. 2:35 left. Yeshiva leads by 13. As rims out for the Panthers and brought down by Donnie Katz. Outlet for Terrell. Terrell's got Miller on his tail and gives for Halpert. Halpert, the floater. He's got it.
Couple orange jerseys around him, doesn't matter. Great floater by Simcha Halpert in the paint.
Back up to a 15-point lead as Miller goes inside to Baguero. Good defense. Pass deflected by a couple max defenders, and we got a fast break. Pass goes to Reef, and up and under the layup. Nifty play from Ofek Reef.
What a finish. That's Reef. You know it. Going to the rim, he's unstoppable. Shows the ball, hides the ball, puts it in. 17-point lead for this YU Max team.
Perdomo looks to answer. A three of his own. No good. As Gabe Leifer comes away with it. YU trying to run it. Goes for Donnie Katz. He thought he got fouled. No call. And Halpert slows things down with an intentional foul of his own.
Love the pass, though, by Leifer. Looks off the man, passes it down low. Katz, though, was looking for the contact. Got to stay big. Don't worry about it. If the contact comes, they'll call the foul. Got to go straight up there. And already a 17-point lead we talked about just 2 minutes ago. Exactly what the Max needed. Let's see if they can extend it to 20.
Lott pulls up from the wing. Rebounded by Gabe Leifer. Goes out to Reef. Let's see what develops. Reef, corner for Terrell. Drives the baseline instead. And tries to get it to Reef. But turns the ball over as Lott pushes. Lott, a nice behind the back play as Miller goes up and gets Gabe.
Yeah, the crowd doesn't love it. Leifer doesn't love it. Coach Steinmetz definitely doesn't love it. I don't know if I saw what the refs saw there, but they're going to get him. He's the only opinion that matters. 2 shots now for the Purchase Panthers, trying to cut it down to 15. As Coach Steinmetz is probably going to take out one of the starters so as not to have them in foul trouble going to the second half. We'll see what happens.
We thank you again for tuning in to this Thursday night broadcast. Once again, I'm Yehoshua Segal, joined by Jacob Dauer. A great game so far, and we just want to remind you one more time that the halftime show is coming up. A very important halftime show this evening, as there's a special announcement coming up with Max Live President David Schwartzman regarding the Red Sarachek tournament. You do not want to miss it.
You do not, and mark it on your calendars. March 12th, we will be here for 4 straight days of basketball, minus Shabbos, but that'll be fun.
Donnie Katz goes back up top for Halpert. Terrell's got it on the baseline. Gives for Malopsky. Seeing Malopsky and Katz playing together doesn't happen a lot as Donnie Katz tries the 3 and comes up empty. Means. Nice Euro step. Nice finish. Count the basket for Jordan Means.
Jordan Means. Wow, what a move. That's his second nifty move of the day. Draws the contact. Exactly what you needed if you're this Panthers team, with a chance to bring the lead back down to only 13. And if you're the Panthers, all you can hope for right now is just a little bit of spark going into halftime. You know you're going to be down double digits, only maybe one more possession for them. But that's all they can hope for, going with a little bit of confidence and hopefully start the second half strong.
Means looking to complete the 3-point play to cut the Max lead to 13. He does just that with just under 40 ticks of play in this first half. Bar Aloof controls. Gives for Halpert. Movement continues for this Max offense. A lot of passing once again. Bayerluf's got it on the wing. Terrell, corner three. It's an air ball as Lott controls. Gives for Perdomo. And their teammates trying to warn them, hey, help for one.
Yeah, no need to go early there. 10 seconds remaining in this first half. Final possession could even cut the lead down to 10 with a 3-ball here.
And with 5 seconds to play, Lott takes it. He drives with the right. And a nice play as Brian Hardy able to finish underneath. As time winds down, we'll send it to break. Stay tuned for the Max Live halftime show.
Did you know that 90% of low back pain and sciatica can be treated without surgery? After a detailed evaluation, our physical therapists use gentle, hands-on techniques to alleviate most forms of low back pain. Our physicians have expertise in medication management, as well as a variety of interventional techniques, including trigger point injections. By utilizing a combination of these options, we can help you today. PM&R, the proud sponsor of Yeshiva University Athletics. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey. The Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has been providing its patients with the best possible care of sports, spine, orthopedic, and neuromuscular conditions. Emphasis is placed on manual techniques and individualized home exercise programs. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey. At the PMR Center, we strive to find the right physical therapy and hand therapy program for you. PM&R, the proud sponsor of Yeshiva University Athletics. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey.
If you're living with pain that affects your quality of life, we're here to help. Many patients respond well to progressive physical therapy. PM&R, the proud sponsor of the YU Maccabees men's basketball team. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey. If you're living with pain that affects your quality of life, we're here to help. Since its inception in 1986, the Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has been providing its patients with the best possible care of sports, spine, orthopedic, and neuromuscular conditions. Whether you want to get back to playing sports again or simply walk around pain-free, the PMR Center is here for you. We'll help you feel like yourself again. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey.
Shalom, my name is Rabbi Yaakov Trump and I serve the esteemed community of the Young Israel of Lawrence Cedarhurst, and I want to reach out to you about the OIC, which is the Orthodox Israel Coalition. And perhaps you have not heard about this yet, but right now is a critical moment for the World Zionist Congress. The voting for the World Zionist Congress for its delegates begins on January 21st, 2020, and there is a large slate for the Vote Torah Party, which is under Mizrahi with the auspices, working together with the OU, with YU, with the RCA, with Amit, with Torah College, with Bnei Akiva and Torah Mitzion, as one coalition, saying that when it comes to agenda setting in the Jewish world, whether it be in Israel or in the diaspora, those decisions, those votes should take into account the growing Torah community, which is what we are part of. In order to be able to do that, we have a large slate of leaders from across the world, and specifically in America, it's the opportunity to vote. I encourage you to find out more, to take a look at the slate of almost 500 leaders for the OIC, and take a moment to vote and make a difference. Have a fantastic day.
Did you know that 90% of low back pain and sciatica can be treated without surgery? After a detailed evaluation, our physical therapists use gentle, hands-on techniques to alleviate most forms of low back pain. Our physicians have expertise in medication management, as well as a variety of interventional techniques, including trigger point injections. By utilizing a combination of these options, we can help you today. PM&R, the proud sponsor of Yeshiva University Athletics. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey. The Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has been providing its patients with the best possible care of sports, spine, orthopedic, and neuromuscular conditions. Emphasis is placed on manual techniques and individualized home exercise programs. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey. At the PMR Center, we strive to find the right physical therapy and hand therapy program for you. PM&R, the proud sponsor of Yeshiva University Athletics. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey.
If you're living with pain that affects your quality of life, we're here to help. Many patients respond well to progressive physical therapy. PM&R, the proud sponsor of the YU Maccabees men's basketball team. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey. If you're living with pain that affects your quality of life, we're here to help. Since its inception in 1986, the Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has been providing its patients with the best possible care of sports, spine, orthopedic, and neuromuscular conditions. Whether you want to get back to playing sports again or simply walk around pain-free, the PMR Center is here for you. We'll help you feel like yourself again. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey.
Shalom, my name is Rabbi Yaakov Trump and I serve the esteemed community of the Young Israel of Lawrence Cedarhurst, and I want to reach out to you about the OIC, which is the Orthodox Israel Coalition. And perhaps you have not heard about this yet, but right now is a critical moment for the World Zionist Congress. The voting for the World Zionist Congress for its delegates begins on January 21st, 2020, and there is a large slate for the Vote Torah Party, which is under Mizrahi with the auspices, working together with the OU, with YU, with RCA, with Amit, with Torah College, with Bnei Akiva and Torah Mitzion, as one coalition, saying that when it comes to agenda setting in the Jewish world, whether it be in Israel or in the diaspora, those decisions, those votes should take into account the growing Torah community, which is what we are part of. In order to be able to do that, we have a large slate of leaders from across the world, and specifically in America. It's the opportunity to vote. I encourage you to find out more, to take a look at the slate of almost 500 leaders for the OIC, and take a moment to vote and make a difference. Have a fantastic day.
Did you know that 90% of low back pain and sciatica can be treated without surgery? After a detailed evaluation, our physical therapists use gentle, hands-on techniques to alleviate most forms of low back pain. Our physicians have expertise in medication management, as well as a variety of interventional techniques, including trigger point injections. By utilizing a combination of these options, we can help you today. PM&R, the proud sponsor of Yeshiva University Athletics. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey.
And welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center for the special halftime report. I'm Yehoshua Segal, joined by Max Live President David Schwartzman. David Schwartzman, how are you?
I'm doing awesome. We have a awesome game so far tonight. We had a great game the other night. You were there. This is a jam-packed week for the Max, right? Because tonight, Purchase, and then Thursday night against Manhattansville, the newcomers into the conference.
Saturday night against Manhattansville.
Saturday night against Manhattansville. And then Monday is what they say is the big day we've all been waiting for against Williams College. If they can get through these next 2 games, that will have a lot to do with that number that we have. If you can see the scoreboard on your screens, that little number that you see next to their name, we're trying to keep it there. So that's going to play a big part in that.
And let's just talk a little bit about the game. What have we seen so far? From my perspective, we're seeing a complete game from the Max on the offensive side of the ball. How are they able to get that going?
This is what I've seen so far. It's funny. Every time they play Sarah Lawrence, there seems to be something a little bit off, whether that's that press that they put on them or the fact that, Simcha Halpert didn't play in the second half yesterday. So there's a couple of things you could probably attribute to. But what I like what I'm seeing so far tonight is that a lot of the Max know their role tonight. So Ofek Reef knows his role tonight. Gabe Leifer knows his role tonight. We're trying to get back to those original things that have led us to the success that we've seen so far. So it's just been a fun night, and they got that. They pulled away a little bit there with about 7 minutes left in the half. So this is a fun night to be in the Max.
And you mentioned his name, Gabe Leifer. He's just dominating that side, really both sides of the floor. He's got about 4 blocks, ton of points. What's he been able to do?
Yeah,
to get them going?
So Gabe's been unbelievable tonight, and not only that, but we're right next to the Purchase bench. We're listening in on the Purchase bench. You can hear their coach. He is screaming, "Get on Leifer! Get on Leifer! Don't let Leifer!" And how do we know he's a superstar? Is even after he goes into that huddle, a good team like Purchase and a good defensive team like Purchase still unable to guard Gabe Leifer. So that's the kind of talent we're dealing with.
All right, well, David, it's the time we've all been waiting for. We've been talking up this big announcement about the Red Sarachek tournament. What is it?
Okay, so I've been a part of Max Live for a couple years. I'm always trying to grow. We're always trying to do new things. I've teased this big announcement on social media. We've been teasing it through the first half. And here we go. So Red Sarachek tournament. It's going to be taking place March 10th that week. March 12th, March 12th that weekend. And the reason why I messed up and I said March 10th was because that Sunday, the day of the Yeshiva League Championship.
March 8th.
March 8th, correct. March 8th. You are going to be tuning in because we have a extremely special day of Max Live coverage, okay? For the first time ever. Now, last year, for the first time, we covered the JV Basketball Championship, which, again, was a huge success. We're doing that again. So that's going to be 5 o'clock p.m. Sunday night the 8th, okay? Now, stay tuned. Don't leave your TVs or your computers or whatever you're using to watch that after that, because right after that game is going to be the varsity game. So we obviously love that. That's going to be a great game.
Don't want to miss the varsity game.
You don't want to miss that, and especially because that's going to be a little, maybe could be a little bit of a preview into what we see in Sarachek in the next couple days. And then the thing that we've all been waiting for. What's this big announcement I'll be talking about?
Let's hear it.
Directly following the varsity game, we are going to be having a very special Selection Sunday show right here in the Max Stern Athletic Center. We are going to be... Yeah, I think that deserves a round of applause.
Let's hear from the crowd. This whole crowd is erupting.
We're going to be announcing the schedule for day one, which is big, which in turn means we're announcing all the seating right there on Max Live. You're going to have to tune in on Max Live. That's where you're going to be able to catch it first. And not only that, for the first time ever, if you're an in-town team, right, you're going to be finding out if you make the Sarachek tournament that night right here in the Max Stern Athletic Center. It is going to be a dramatic night hosted by Yehoshua Segal.
I am looking
forward.
forward.
Jacob Dauer will be joining him. Fan favorite Pops is not going to be on there, right? It is going to be a fun night, a fun day here at the Max Stern Athletic Center. Do not miss it. I'm telling you, don't miss this. Once in a lifetime is going to be a special day. And then obviously after that, we have what's going to be our best coverage ever in Max Live history.
We're looking forward. David, what an announcement. What a special night here for Max Live.
Just want to say one more thing. On a more serious note, I'm with the fourth slate for the Orthodox Israel Congress, for the Orthodox Israel Coalition, for the World Zionist Congress. Very important. We need you to vote. This is super important. I'm going to tell you why. We need to fund security for our shuls and our schools. We need masa money, which means for kids going to yeshiva and seminary. There's a certain type of a scholarship fund that the more people that vote, the more money goes to that fund. We need this vote. So if you just go on to voteoic.org, make your contribution. Go vote. Extremely important. You can see the information. We're running the ad tonight. We're going to be running it for the rest of the regular season. Please, 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 please do your part. Go vote. Thank you very much. You guys are doing awesome tonight. As always, Segal and Dauer, these guys are the best we have.
Well, there you have it. That's the halftime report. We'll see you on the flip side of this commercial in about 2 minutes.
The Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has been providing its patients with the best possible care of sports, spine, orthopedic, and neuromuscular conditions. Emphasis is placed on manual techniques and individualized home exercise programs. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey. At the PMR Center, we strive to find the right physical therapy and hand therapy program for you. PM&R, the proud sponsor of Yeshiva University Athletics. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey.
If you're living with pain that affects your quality of life, we're here to help. Many patients respond well to progressive physical therapy. PM&R, the proud sponsor of the YU Maccabees men's basketball team. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey. If you're living with pain that affects your quality of life, we're here to help. Since its inception in 1986, the Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has been providing its patients with the best possible care of sports, spine, orthopedic, and neuromuscular conditions. Whether you want to get back to playing sports again or simply walk around pain-free, the PMR Center is here for you. We'll help you feel like yourself again. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey.
Shalom, my name is Rabbi Yaakov Trump and I serve the esteemed community of the Young Israel of Lawrence Cedarhurst, and I want to reach out to you about the OIC, which is the Orthodox Israel Coalition. And perhaps you have not heard about this yet, but right now is a critical moment for the World Zionist Congress. The voting for the World Zionist Congress for its delegates begins on January 21st, 2020, and there is a large slate for the Vote Torah Party, which is under Mizrahi with the auspices, working together with the OU, with YU, with RCA, with Amit, with Torah College, with Bnei Akiva and Torah Mitzion, as one coalition, saying that when it comes to agenda setting in the Jewish world, whether it be in Israel or in the diaspora, those decisions, those votes should take into account the growing Torah community, which is what we are part of. In order to be able to do that, we have a large slate of leaders from across the world, and specifically in America, It's the opportunity to vote. I encourage you to find out more, to take a look at the slate of almost 500 leaders for the OIC, and take a moment to vote and make a difference. Have a fantastic day.
Did you know that 90% of low back pain and sciatica can be treated without surgery? After a detailed evaluation, our physical therapists use gentle, hands-on techniques to alleviate most forms of low back pain. Our physicians have expertise in medication management, as well as a variety of interventional techniques, including trigger point injections. By utilizing a combination of these options, we can help you today. PM&R, the proud sponsor of Yeshiva University Athletics. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey. The Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation.
And welcome back for the second half of Yeshiva University versus Purchase. Again, a fight for essentially the right to control their destiny the rest of the way and become the #1 overall seed in the Skyline Conference. Again, I'm Yehoshua Segal, joined by the one and only Jacob Dauer. Jacob Dauer, what is going on?
We saw a great first half. First of all, let's just talk about the stakes. Run it down for you guys one more time. The Max undefeated in conference play at 8-0. Purchase #2 at 7-1. That means if the Max win tonight and drop Purchase to 7-2, they will have a de facto 3-game lead in the conference. 2 games up plus the tiebreaker. It will be hard for them to relinquish that lead. Up 11, they need this game tonight. We've seen a great one thus far. Gabe Leifer has put in 12 points thus far. Great game, 2 3-pointers, and Simcha Halper leading the way with 14. And on the other side, we've really only seen Jorge Perdomo, the sharpshooter, filling it up, keeping the Purchase Panthers in this game. Really excited to see the second half. Yehoshua, we mention it every time. Have to say it for those fans at home. Beginning of the second half, the third quarter in the NBA, but in only 2 halves here. Phil Jackson always says, the team who starts off hot often wins the game. Fans still getting back into their seats. Got to draw your own energy out here. Must start the second half with enthusiasm.
And Gabe Leifer ready with a double-double. 12 points, 10 assists, and good defense from Simcha Halpert.
He has 10 assists. Is that what we see here?
Excuse me, 10 rebounds. That was my fault. 10 rebounds.
That would have been cool.
He's got 2 assists, put it together, 2 blocks, and a plus-minus of 15.
Always around that triple-double mark.
And now Bar-Alou for 3. He's got it to open the scoring of the second half.
He says, Coach, I can put it in myself. A big 3 by Aloof to open up the second half. Extends the lead up to 14 now for the Max.
It's Lott driving. And now Lott gets it back. Lots of Lott here early on in the second half. Miller tries to save. Doesn't get it to go. Gets it up top for Ryan Terrell. Behind the back pass for Simcha Halper, but just out of his reach.
Yeah, turnover, but I am amazed each and every time I see Leifer make one of those outlet passes. You know he's going to do it, but still just puts it right over the outstretched arms of the defender, right where it needs to be. Didn't put up points on the board for the Max, but a great pass nonetheless.
And Miller tries a jumper, no good. It looks like the shots have just been sitting on the rim and rolling off for the Panthers.
Yeah, only 33 points to show for this Panthers offense. Not going to get it done. Got to put up more in the second half.
And again, an errant pass from the Max.
But a 2-3 zone early on for these Purchase Panthers. We know why you're going to send Gabe Leifer to the high post. Try to feed him early and often. Spread the defense out. Try to kick out the shooters.
Now it's Lott controlling for the Panthers. Almost loses it. Good defense by Terrell. Lott cross court. He's got Harris. Harris up top for Miller. Lots of long passing. Good defense. And it looked like it went off the body of Miller. That's a Donnie catch is trying to argue, but it's going to stay with Purchase.
Yeah, quick hands though. Gotta love the tenacity on defense. Stays here though with the Panthers.
And a pull-up, no good for Jorge Perdomo. And Bar-Alou controls. Gives for Leifer. Donnie Katz inside the Bar-Alou, and he'll just bring it right around. And another inside pass. Lots of good passing as Halper now gives for Leifer. Leifer cross court and intercepted by Perdomo. As Ryan Terrell lays the foul.
Yeah, a little too much dribbling on the offensive end for the Maccabees. The only way you're not going to beat a zone is to put the ball on the deck. You want to pass the ball around. We saw an errant pass there. A little bit over ambitious on that one, but got it. Pass the ball around. Try to kick out to open shooters.
Perdomo now drives. He'll pull up, and he gets it to go. 12-point YU Max lead.
Smooth, easy rhythm jumper for Perdomo. He's been keeping these Purchase Panthers in the game. Got to shut him down if you're the Max.
Terrell cross for Halpert. Leifer inside. Too much movement. They end up next to each other. Terrell thinks about the three. Gabe thinks about it inside to Donnie Katz. Goes corner. Halpert takes the three. He's got it. Simcha Halpert locked in from downtown.
And look at that. I think 9 players must have touched the ball, including double touches, with no dribbles and a three-pointer there for the Max.
And now a fast break developing. Aloof inside Terrell. Corner for Halpert. Doesn't take it. Goes inside to Terrell. Terrell, a nice move, but can't get it to go. And it looks like Gabe's ankle might be giving him some trouble.
Yeah,
he's all right.
We're going to get the Raptors out of bounds. Gabe getting up a little bit gimpy. I think he's going to check out of the game. Doesn't look too good, but we know he's tough. He's strong. Hopefully he'll be all right as Ofek Reef going to check into the ball game, number 13. We saw what he could do in the first half. All over the place on the defensive end, on the offensive end. So great man to have coming off the bench.
Not a good sign, but we'll keep you updated as Bar Aloof gives for Halpert. Up top for Donnie Katz and goes over to Ofek Reef.
Yeah, Bar Aloof now running the high post as he takes it from there. No good. Really missing Leifer out there for that high post position.
And a nice play by Elijah Harris. Nice drive.
Terrell yelling for the off arm. I thought I saw that also. A little bit of an extension. No call. The lead back down to 13.
Halpert gives for Aloof. Inside, Terrell, turn around, Jimmy, he's got it.
It's that easy. Dribbling will not help you to beat the press, to beat the zone, excuse me. A couple easy passes, turn around, shoot a jumper as we saw there. That's number 5, Elijah Lott. Gets it back himself, back to 13 points.
Aloof controls. 16 minutes to play, Yeshiva up by 13. Donnie Katz over to Ofek. Lots of ball movement once again. And now goes up top. Donnie Katz thinks about it. Gives for Simcha Halpert. Corner, Bar Aloof. The corner triple. No good, but gets his own miss. He'll slow it down as the shot clock resets to 20. Goes back for Reef. Inside, Donnie Katz. Backdoor Terrell goes up for the slam. He gets fouled. Going to the line for 2.
Let me ask you, Yehoshua, is that a new rule? How recent is that rule that the shot clock will reset back to 20
so I believe
on an offensive rebound?
I think the NCAA instituted it about 2 years ago, either 1 or 2 seasons ago after the NBA did it, where their shot clock goes from 24 and on an offensive rebound resets to 14.
Yeah, and I love that rule change. Really speeds up the game. No reason to take 30 seconds back on the clock when you already have the ball in the other team's end.
I'll tell you something. I don't really understand the NBA rule. If in an NCAA, which makes sense, it goes from 30 to 20 to avoid 10, meaning to take off essentially the 10-second backcourt violation for bringing up the ball, for not crossing half court. So in the NBA, it should essentially reset to 16.
Yeah, but 14 is the usual reset for a kickball or a foul. That's probably what their logic was going there.
Clearly wasn't my logic. As Lott comes up short.
A heave there for Lott. Can't love that if you're Coach Martin. You got to get better looks.
Aloof for Halpert.
Donnie Katz now running the high post. Let's see what he could do drawing the defense.
Ofek Reef drives. Gives for Donnie Katz. Cross court. No good as Lott steps in front. And he takes it himself and lays it home.
Yeah, Lott thought he had a runaway layup. Ofek Reef almost gets back.
And they get
glass.
tangled up a little bit after. Looked like a little bit of a push while YU crowd reacts.
Yeah, some extracurricular activity. But everyone is good as they just put the 2 points up for the Panthers, back to a 13-point game. Seems like we're seesawing between the 15 and 13-point marks. As Reef, the best way to get back at the other team is to draw a foul, try to put some points on the board, as he will hopefully do right here to extend this lead back up to 15.
Yeah, it looked like Coach Simon said, just, take it easy, Ofek. Don't worry about it. Get to the line, hit your shots.
Yeah, and
let this blow over.
Take a look across the gym. A rare sighting, an even seating distribution. The left and right sides, I would say, almost evenly filled. Never see that, but love it.
And really,
a
what's
large
turned
crowd.
out to be,
Crowd.
this place is almost sold out.
We just got word almost 900 people in the gym.
It's got to be something like that. That's what they estimated.
As Reef puts in 2, lead back up to 15. Max looking good to start the third. No one really pulling away, but just got to keep the lead. Don't even really need to extend it if you're the YU Maccabees.
Lot pulls up from the elbow. A high arcer gets it to drop.
And another jumper by Lot. Didn't call his name too much in the first half, but in the second half, we talked about it in the pregame show, their best player coming in, he was not going to go down without a fight tonight.
Ofek controls.
Yo, stop screaming.
Bar Aloof pulls up, and Ofek Reef basically just takes it out of his hand, ends up back in the hands of Bar Aloof somehow. And now Halper thinks about the 3. New possession here for the Max. Ofek inside, off of Donnie Katz's foot. And the Panthers will take possession.
Yeah, but Ofek Reef couldn't get the layup to go, but look at that. Got one offensive rebound and tipped it back out. Had his team with another possession. Love the fight as Baraloof checks out for the fan favorite, number 25. Tyler Hode back into this ball game, trying to give a spark plug for the Smacks team.
We know he sparked that first half run extension, or lead extension, so to speak. And let's see what he does here in the second half. Lop pulls up right inside of the three-point line, rebounded by Ofek Reef.
Yeah, Lot very aggressive. The analytics don't love the deep follow-away 2s.
Simcha Halper pulls up for 3, doesn't go.
The analytics do love the early pull-up 3s, though. Simcha Hopper will shoot that 10 out of 10 times. Couldn't get it to go, though.
Lot, a nifty floater. He'll go to the line for 2.
I love the early aggressiveness by number 5, Elijah Lott. Had a cold first half, but that's the sign of a great player. The senior doesn't get stifled, stays calm, comes out firing in the second half, keeping his team in the ball game. Can cut it to 11 now with 2 free throws.
Lott misses on the first.
And here we have
the lead at 13.
Number 4, Gabe Leifer with the gimpy ankle. You could see it. He's walking a little bit gingerly, but you will not keep him out of this one. Gabe Leifer back into the ball game, trying to help his Max team, taking any means necessary to wrap this one up.
Yeah, good to see him back in there. As Lott knocks down the second 12-point YU lead with just over 13 minutes to play in this second half. Tyler Ho goes cross court.
Yeah, still a 2-3 zone for this Purchase defense.
And now Gabe Leifer underneath might have taken an extra step, and that's the call.
Yep. I hope it wasn't because he didn't trust his other leg there to support all his weight, but that's a travel as Purchase can cut this lead even to single digits with a 3-ball here.
It's Miller. Miller throwing elbows everywhere as Ofek Reef stands tough on the defensive end.
You called it. Who else? Number 13, Ofek Reef, the defensive menace, draws the contact, stands his ground. That's going down the other way. Gotta love it if you're a Max fan.
We want to remind you to tune in Saturday night as YU takes on Manhattansville College, the newest member of the Skyline Conference.
That's Manhattansville.
That's Manhattansville,
Not
excuse
Manhattan.
me. Yeah, we've been
I'm asking.
No, it's Manhattansville, you're correct. We've just been abbreviating Manhattan all week. That I just got confused. It's Terrell, the wing 3, no good. Miller drives, left hand, a nice move, but just throws it up there and comes up empty. Ofek Reef running. Up for Simcha Halper, the easy lay-in. Nice look from Ofek Reef. As Harris gives for Lott. Lott, left hand, a nice pass. And they're going to get it for an offensive as Ofek Reef once again sacrifices his body.
Number 13 on your screen, number 1 in your hearts, Ofek Reef. Another charge taken. Unbelievable. Spark plugging this team. A 14-point lead for the Max. I don't think we've had more than a 5-0 run either way for either team in the second half, but you don't really need one if you're Coach Steinmetz. Keeping this lead in double digits, that's all you can hope for if you're these guys.
And now a 14-point lead once again. Tyler Ho seeing extended minutes. Cross court for Halpert. Halpert, wing three. He's got it, Simcha Halpert.
Love it. Simcha Halpert turning around before the ball goes to the rim. He knew it. Everyone knew it as Leifer's going to get called for the foul. Everyone is angry with that call. But nonetheless, the Purchase Panthers will have a trip to the line for two. But I like it, Gabe being aggressive, getting up in the air. Doesn't look that the ankle is bothering him too much on that one. Up 17 now for the Max. And look who it is back at the line, number 5, Elijah Lott. Used to trips to the charity stripe early in the second half as he puts in the first one.
He'll look to knock down this second. He misses it, rebounded by Ryan Terrell. Terrell brings it up. Gives for Hode. Hode for Ofek, inside for Terrell. No good.
Yeah, rarely see him miss that one. Good look by Terrell, the little leaner.
Harris gives for Lott. Now it's Perdomo, who's been relatively quiet, but knocks down that jumper.
Number 33, you knew it wouldn't be so long till we call his name again. Jorge Perdomo, big shot, back to 14. Let's see what the Max do on this trip. Leifer back, manning the high post, trying to beat the zone.
Tyler Ho gives it inside for Leifer. Halper thinks about it, gives for Terrell. Another pass as the shot clock goes under 10. And are they going to say Terrell walked? Yeah, it looks like he's not arguing. It moved his pivot foot.
Yeah, little careless turnover again by the Max. But it doesn't matter. They played some good D early in this second half with Elijah Lott doing most of the offensive work for the Panthers. Back in the man-to-man defense for the
Harris,
Max team.
The lefty jumper goes, excuse me, that was...
No, you're right.
That was Elijah Harris.
Trust your gut.
The Flushing native out of Holy Cross. A Simcha Halper, corner three. He's got it.
Another one. Just when you think the Panthers are trying to get back in this one, Simcha Halper brings the crowd alive as that's number 0, Jordan Means.
Quick answer.
Taking any means necessary to get his team back in this one.
Leifer for Terrell. Top of the key, Halper one more time. Give it to him as it rolls around. Simcha Halpert is unstoppable right now.
Love it. Another one for Halpert. This crowd is in a frenzy as the Max cannot be stopped. Rejection. That's the point guard on the center. He's denied going up for the dunk. Ryan Terrell, he can pass the ball. He's supposed to be a little guy, but he's not. The point guard getting airborne and rejecting that one.
And a huge ovation as Yeshiva has mounted a 16-point lead. And we're going to get a timeout, a 30-second from Coach Steinmetz.
Yeah, Coach Steinmetz going to give the team a breather. We talked about it. Saturday night, Manhattansville, actually the next best team in the North Division behind Purchase, sitting at 6-2 in the conference, 11-6 overall. So another big game coming up for this Max team. Be sure to be here or be sure to be listening online, watching online, supporting your YU Max squad. What is Coach Steinmetz telling them in the huddle? Let me speak you guys through it. He's probably telling them, do exactly what you've been doing thus far. Up 16, controlling the game, controlling the pace, really feeding into their crowd. They're doing exactly what you need to do at home, making the exciting plays, making the smart plays, winning the second half. Up only 11 going into the second half. Already extended the lead up to 16 with a chance to pour it on even more. And as Gabe Leifer steps back onto the court, still favoring his left leg. Hopefully he'll be all right.
And truth be told, maybe they needed that Sarah Lawrence game to sort of, hey, wake up. They survived that one, but boy, have they looked like a different team here tonight.
Yeah, a trap game as some call it, before your big one coming up, you might as well sometimes look down on the little ones, but they got through it, they fought through it, got a win, looking for another one tonight.
Halpert again. Oh my goodness, Simcha Halpert once again.
Did someone tell us he was injured pregame? Because I could not tell. Tonight, another 3, 5th or 6th of the game. He's on fire right now.
And that's 4 in a row, and I believe 4 straight possessions for the Max, except for that Terrell travel.
Yeah, and the Max will be okay trading 3s for 2s for the rest of the night. Simcha Halpert pouring in the 3s with a couple answers here and there by these little nifty, strong guards by the Purchase Panthers team. They are very, very guard heavy. A lot of their points in the paint, but all from their guards, with actually their bigger guys shooting 3 balls. Very interesting, not something you see every day with a basketball team at this level.
Yeah, you said it best. It's been pretty much Jorge Perdomo has been the story of their offense, but he's been living on the perimeter and standing at 6'5".
Yeah, and the little guys, Lott and Harris, both standing around 6 feet, working their way into the paint and getting really some easy looks inside. Like to see those guys getting in with the trees and finishing over the big guys. Yeah, another quick timeout. The Purchase Panthers, they have to be strong on defense. They cannot give the YU Max open 3 balls like they've been doing early in the second half. They have to run them off the line, hope for some quick possessions, and get easy ones on the offensive end. If you're the Panthers coach right now, Coach Kyle Martin, I think you need an 8-0 run right now, or this is not going to be looking good for you. Cut this lead to single digits by, let's call it 5 or 6 minutes left in this game if you want a chance. But if YU's able to keep this lead or even extend it, this one should be looking good for the Max going into Shabbos.
Simcha Halpert right now has been putting on a clinic. He has 31 points, shooting 6 of 10 from 3-point territory.
That's unbelievable. Anyone know? Can one of our statisticians get on that? Anyone know what his season high is this year? Maybe someone tweet us at Max Live. We'll get that right now.
Our statisticians are in the process of looking it up. We'll get that for you ASAP. As a nice pass from Tyler Hode inside to Ofek Reef.
Yeah, and just on cue, Simcha Halpert's high this year, 31 points, 7 threes from the 3-point line.
Yeah, that's tonight. He's got 31 on 7 and 11 from 3. Excuse me, that was my mistake before. He's 7 for 11 from 3-point land.
And another turnover by this Purchase Panthers team. The YU Max loving it, up 19 with a chance for the first time tonight to put the lead up over 20.
Tyler Hode runs the point. His career high, that's Simcha Halpert, is 37. So a chance to break that tonight. We'll see what happens. Terrell for Tyler. Tyler back to Terrell. Lots of passing. He's got Halpert open. Not sure he saw him. But now goes up top to Gabe Leifer. Gabe for Tyler. Tyler drives the lane. A nice pass for Reef. And Reef is stuffed by Peguero.
Yeah, Peguero, he's a menace in the paint. Unbelievable block. Stuffing the high-flying Reef. Airborne at the rim.
Means fancy dribbling. He'll take Tyler Hode. Go up, lefty. I think I Gabe Leifer on a foul.
Jordan Means not afraid to hang out down low with the big guys. Really putting his body on the line, flying all over the place and getting to the line for 2. But still a 19-point lead for the Max as Barlouf set to check back in. A great start to the second half for the boys. The boys in blue, is that what we call them? The YU Max. Let's call them the boys in blue. Jorge Perdomo, number 33, checking out of the game, their sharpshooter. So not as much firepower on the offensive end for the Panthers.
Yeah, a very small lineup here. They're going small ball. Their largest player on the court is Brian Hardy at 6'6".
Yeah, and look at them extending the 2-3 zone, not trying to give up the 3 ball. Usually, though, when you don't want to give up the 3 ball, you play man-to-man defense. But the Panthers in the zone right now. We'll see what happens.
Terrell on the wing. He drives, gets to Baralouf. Inside to Gabe. This Yeshiva team could just hurt you in so many ways. You want to take Gabe Leifer out, who's been essentially silenced in the second half. So then welcome Simcha Halpert in. He'll keep shooting. Ovek on the inside. He's living on the interior, and he gets 2 more.
Yeah, and how was that play made? Simcha Halpert extending the corner man in the 2-3 zone outside, leaving Ofek Reef wide open down low.
Means rises up, but throws it away as Terrell runs. Means down. Yeshiva's got a 5-on-4. Halpert, Reef, corner 3. A little too strong. As now a 2-on-1 developing. And a smart foul by Simcha Halpert as Means was still on the offensive end.
Yeah, you called it. Love it. The veteran Halpert, the senior, the savvy senior, picks up the foul in transition. Really a wide open layup for Means down low, but a great foul. Only the 15th foul. Side out for the Panthers.
7:10 remaining. YU up by 19. Lot drives. Good defense by Terrell. He'll try the 3. And now Baraloof looks up. Terrell almost had an open lane for a dunk, but he didn't see him early enough. Gabe now drives baseline. He gives for Baraloof. Also working on the baseline. Back for Gabe. Gabe Blythe for corner 3. That's the same spot. In and out, but a nice rebound by Terrell. But he went over the top.
Yeah, you hate those calls if you're the team with the foul on. But Ryan Terrell, a couple inches over Jordan Means, trying to go up and over him, gets called for the loose ball foul, but still a 19-point lead for the Max team. They're fine.
Means step back 3. James Harden-esque. But he gets called for the travel.
Yeah, a little bit too quick on his feet. A little hop step, but that's going to be going the other way.
A few too many hop steps, maybe.
Ofek Reef running the point now. Again, Purchase still in their 2-3 zone. Gabe Life remaining in the high post. Controlling, drawing in the defense, and kicking out the shooters as we saw there.
Ofek goes up. He'll go to the line with a chance to put the Max up by 20.
I like what Coach Steinmetz is doing. He really rides the hot hand. Meaning we saw Tyler Hood in the first half. Wasn't the first man off the bench, but probably made the most impact aside from Ofek Reef coming off the bench. And therefore he was the 7th man to come in to the game in the second half. Coach Steinmetz always running with whoever's playing their best that night, and he'll give a lot of chances to a lot of people.
Ofek misses on the first. He'll look to connect here on the second. Not able to, and this lead is stifled at 19. Now it's Harris. Lefty, baby hook. No good. But a nice play as Hardy not able to get it to go. Now Terrell's off and running. To the corner. Halpert thinks about the 3. He drives instead. Up and under, and a nice play from Simcha Halpert underneath.
Yeah, and if you thought he was just a shooter, you are mistaken. Runs off the line and an unbelievable lefty scoop finish by Simcha Halpert.
And mark him up for 33. As it goes to the corner, Simcha Halpert thinks about it. He takes the 3. And a little short. This gym would have exploded. As Means comes down the other way, not able to answer with a 3 of his own. Good defense by Gabe Leifer. And another missed opportunity from the Panthers as they have not been able to hit from point-blank range.
Yeah, and Coach Kyle Martin is furious with his team missing some bunnies in the paint as number 21, Andre Piguero, set to check back in for Hardy, who's not really making the most of his opportunities down low.
Ofek thinks about the corner of 3. He goes back up top for Halpert. Halpert takes it, wing 3, in and out, but Ofek underneath to clean it up.
Yeah,
he's just too strong.
That ball was almost 3/4 of the way down, popped out, but Ofek Reef says, thank you very much, I'll take that one, and extend this YU Max lead to its largest 23-point advantage of the ball game. 5:12 remaining in the second half, and the YU Max are making this crowd delighted out here. Thankful for everyone who's traveled out the far way on a nice and cold Thursday night, a brisk Thursday night out here. We're still in January 30th, I believe it is.
January 30th in Washington Heights. What a time to be here on campus. I mean, I walk around everywhere, and really the talk is this Max basketball team. I mean, they're riding a 15-game winning streak, looking at 16 if they could finish out strong. I mean, it's all the talk. A lot of really good guys on the team with a lot of friends, a lot of chevra, as we say here, a large friend group, and it's really become the talk of campus.
Yeah, and I wasn't here 5-6 years ago, but I really doubt that the hawk and the talk around this team was as exciting as it is today. I mean, you have a team out here coming off a championship a couple years ago, almost another championship last year. Just really the life of almost the larger modern Orthodox community around the country. American Jewry leading the way, and love to really show what they're made of. People coming out here from all over the country almost for these games. If you're in town, Don't be a stranger. Come stop by. If you live here, definitely don't be a stranger. Come stop by. You can check the schedule online, but we announce it many times. Saturday night, Motzei Shabbos, 8:30 p.m. against Manhattansville in this gym.
And if you don't want to come because you enjoy this Max Live broadcast too much,
I don't blame you.
We don't blame you that day, but the archive is always available following the game. It's Harris controlling for the Panthers. Goes inside. It's Perdomo finally on the inside, but another miss as Baraloof tracks it down.
Coach Kyle Martin taking his seat, too upset to even stand up right now. Another missed layup by a Panthers big man. You're just not going to get a W playing like this.
Ofek Reef controls for the Max. 4:35 to play. YU up by 13. Is that score accurate?
23.
Oh, it's 23. That's why. Yeah, that's bad math. I actually just came from class with Jacob Dauer.
We're in weekend mode.
We just came from math class, essentially. It's an econ math class. I wasn't getting anything in class. I'm not getting anything now, so I'm just lost hope at this point.
Yeah, and the correct lead is 25 points for the Yeshiva Maccabees. As Coach Steinmetz still riding most of his starters, he really puts the pressure on and tries to extend it as large as possible. As Baraloof coasts in with the right hand, the offhand, 27 points, and the YU Maccabees pressuring still, not taking their foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, starters remaining for both teams as Miller, the pull-up Jimmy, he's got it.
Max Miller haven't called his name so often tonight, but there he is, cutting lead at 25 as a foul, frustration foul possibly on Lott. As we have number 1 for this Panthers team, Eric Block, standing at just 5'9", the junior from Warwick, New York. As Kevin Boker, the fan favorite, number 32, the senior, checking into the game for you-know-it, number 4, Gabriel Leifer, probably giving him some extra rest on that ankle he tweaked early on in this game. But the fans love Kevin Boker, looking to give some firepower for the last 3:44 of this ballgame.
And looked like it deflected off of Boker as Purchase will have the ball down by 25.
Still a lot of starters on the court right now for both teams. At least we mentioned Eric blocking for the first time. Good to play hard. If you're a bench player who doesn't get a lot of minutes, no matter what the score is, you're playing at 100%, trying to impress your coach to the end of the big games. As another miss bunny, but a corral and a putback for Max Miller, trying to pad his stats there on offense.
Halpert, the wing 3, just misses again. The stroke looks pretty, but he's just not able to get it to go down as Miller converts the layup on the other end.
Yeah, unselfish pass by number 32, Kevin Boker on the offensive end. Had maybe a layup, but he's going to kick it out to the man who has 33 tonight and shoots a high clip from three-point range. Couldn't get it to go there, though, for number 20, Simcha Halpert.
Baraloof for Ryan Terrell. 2:45 to play. As now Simcha Halpert will go with the left hand, not able to go. He's looking for a foul, but goes off the foot of Lott. And Yeshiva will get the ball back.
Yeah, but Halpert had a man on his left side. Want to see him maybe go up with his right on that one. Probably the fact that he went up left forced the miss there. Back to a man-to-man defense for this Panthers team as Ryan Terrell trying to work one-on-one in the paint.
He goes inside to Ofek Reef. Got blocked, but also a foul. He'll go to the line.
Got hit in the head. Ofek Reef is living at the line tonight. All over the place. He's the definition of a man you want on your basketball team. He plays defense. He draws charges, as we saw. But on offense, he's just as relevant, if not more relevant. Can hit the mid-range jumper, and we know he can fly all over the place. Offensive rebounds, layups, free throws. He's unbelievable.
And he's had a really good game, but he struggled a bit from the line. So important for him to maybe see a couple go through the hoop from the stripe.
Yeah, you're right. And that is the 5th foul on number 5 or number 3, excuse me. I believe it's Elijah Harris.
That's on Lott.
It's on Lott.
That's
Either
on
way,
Lott. Lott is fouled out.
One of the 2 star guards for this Panthers team will be on the bench for the remainder of the 2:32.
And Ofa gets a second one to go down. So nice shooting from Ofek Reef. 2.5 to play. Yeshiva leads by 23.
And fans staying to the final whistle out here. Almost no one has left, even though there's a blowout. Love it that we're supporting our Max team out here.
Eric Block doesn't get it to go, and went off of Terrell or Ofeg. They're all good. They're all fun and games with this nice cushion. And the Panthers lost possession.
Number 1, Max Leibowitz. My Chavrusa back in Torch Raga. He was my Shalal Chavrusa. What a great guy in the base medrash. What an even better guy out here on the court. An LA native looking to make his presence known. 2:17 left in this ballgame. Let's see what he could do.
And a corner 3 goes down. That's Marcus Richardson seeing his first action.
And a full man-to-man press by these Purchase Panthers. Just trying to mix it up a little bit. Trying to get some momentum maybe going into their next game. Probably not going to come out victorious here tonight.
Leibowitz gives to Bar Aloof. Aloof, a nice razzle-dazzle spin, but also a few too many steps.
Definitely a few too many steps, maybe 4 or 5 on that one. Got to keep your ground if you're Bar Aloof, but it doesn't matter at this juncture. It's just a matter of time here until we move to 9-0 in the conference.
And a lot of Sammy chants coming. I'm assuming that's for Sammy Mandel, the junior guard out of Lawrence, New York. Let's see if he'll get the nod from Coach Steinmetz. It looks like President Ari Berman is about to walk in. President Rabbi Dr. Ari Berman is in the house.
And much to the delight of the crowd, number 30 himself, Sammy Muzzles Mandel, set to check into this ball game.
And a 3 doesn't go down for Bar Aloof.
As well as number 21, Jasper Newman, the freshman from Rochester, the sophomore from Rochester, but his first season as a MAC. And checking in, and number 34, Alon Jakubowicz. That's Jakubowicz. Love it. The crowd loves it. 1:13 left. Steinmetz getting some of the new guys some great minutes. And we'll see how they fare out here.
And Miller drives hard. He gets the and 1. And that's a 17-point lead. You just wonder if maybe the score here will affect future rankings. Again, Yeshiva has been ranked for the first time nationally. They're number 24 in the country within Division III.
Yeah, and a little more background on that. We know number 1 in the conference, but there's also national seeding, much like the top 25 in the NCAA Division I college basketball, because the conference tournaments are followed by national Division III tournaments. So if you win the conference, you have an automatic bid. But the way the Macs are playing, even if they were to go down earlier, they would have a shot at getting in as a pick, a lottery pick as well.
Boker gives for Jasper Newman. He'll try a long J. In and out as it rolls around the rim as Block looks to push for the Panthers. Under a minute to play, just about 42 seconds as the ball goes off of Leibowitz.
I like the aggressiveness, though, by number 21, Jasper Newman. Heaving it up there, rolling around, no good. The Mac should have one more shot at it, or they'll probably run out the clock. We'll see what happens. But we have a foul.
That's going against Newman. A 1-and-1 coming for Max Miller.
He probably just wanted another shot on offense. The Macs now will probably, they will most certainly have to take one more shot at it with only 30 seconds, a 12-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
And what an effort here by the Macs tonight. It looks like it's all about over. They've extended their winning streak to 16 games. Almost matches their program high at 17, which was set last year, I believe. And stay tuned for a post-game. Right after the game, we'll send to a quick break, and then have a post-game interview with the one and only Simcha Halpert, who put up 33 points tonight. Just a special performance from him. It's great to see that he's all right after a scary lower back injury against Sarah Lawrence on Tuesday night. But YU now with a 16-point lead with 36 seconds left. They'll look to inbound. Not sure if they'll shoot it. But Sammy Mandel will take care of the inbound duties. A miss by Max Leibowitz. Max Leibowitz now gets another try. No good once again as he goes 0 for 2 from three-point territory. Block goes up, unable to convert the layup. And a jump ball. Possession goes to the Panthers.
Yeah, but with 22.9 on the clock, this one is all but over. A matter of seconds now. But the jump ball will remain with the Purchase Panthers. Probably no shots coming back when the Macs get the ball, but we'll see what happens. Some guys get a little bit excited, want to show off a little bit in front of the crowd. Can't blame them.
And after,
Parents, friends,
after what
traveling.
happened in the Knicks game last night, I'm not sure if you saw.
A little bit of a fight, I heard.
A little
broke
bit
out.
of a fight for someone shooting. I'm assuming that won't happen here. As a long 3 attempt, uses the window. That's Marcus Richardson. With 15 seconds left to play, Sam Mandel will bring it up. He gives for Jasper Newman as Alon Jacobowitz throws it back in for Newman. Newman, baseline Jimmy, he's got it and the crowd likes it.
And Newman raises his hands up, wants to hear from the crowd. He'll take that, he loves it, the fans love it. As this game is a wrap, the YU Maccabees with the 12-point win. This game is over.
Well, there you have it. YU extends their winning streak to 16 straight. We thank you for joining us once again. Stay tuned for the post-game show. We'll have it for you right after this.
Rehabilitation Center has been providing its patients with the best possible care of sports, spine, orthopedic, and neuromuscular conditions. Emphasis is placed on manual techniques and individualized home exercise programs. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey. At the PMR Center, we strive to find the right physical therapy and hand therapy program for you. PM&R, the proud sponsor of Yeshiva University Athletics. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey.
If you're living with pain that affects your quality of life, we're here to help. Many patients respond well to progressive physical therapy. PM&R, the proud sponsor of the YU Maccabees men's basketball team. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey. If you're living with pain that affects your quality of life, we're here to help. Since its inception in 1986, the Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has been providing its patients with the best possible care of sports, spine, orthopedic, and neuromuscular conditions. Whether you want to get back to playing sports again or simply walk around pain-free, the PMR Center is here for you. We'll help you feel like yourself again. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey.
Shalom, my name is Rabbi Yaakov Trump and I serve the esteemed community of the Young Israel of Lawrence Cedarhurst, and I want to reach out to you about the OIC, which is the Orthodox Israel Coalition. And perhaps you have not heard about this yet, but right now is a critical moment for the World Zionist Congress. The voting for the World Zionist Congress for its delegates begins on January 21st, 2020, and there is a large slate for the Vote Torah Party, which is under Mizrahi with the auspices, working together with the OU, with YU, with the RCA, with Amit, with Torah College, with Bnei Akiva and Torah Mitzion, as one coalition, saying that when it comes to agenda setting in the Jewish world, whether it be in Israel or in the diaspora, those decisions, those votes should take into account the growing Torah community, which is what we are part of. In order to be able to do that, we have a large slate of leaders from across the world, and specifically in America, it's the opportunity to vote. I encourage you to find out more, to take a look at the slate of almost 500 leaders for the OIC, and take a moment to vote and make a difference. Have a fantastic day.
And we are back after the Big Macs win with senior forward Simcha Halpert.
Tweener.
Simcha, 33 points, almost your career high here tonight. You came out injured. You were a little bit gimpy. Tell me what was going through your mind coming to this game. You almost didn't play.
Yeah.
How do you go from almost not playing to scoring 33 and winning the biggest game of the season?
Just taking my shots, taking what defense gives me, taking what the team is drawing up for me, and whatever is available, just taking it and trying to win no matter what. Win over everything.
And now we know, coming out of this one, up 2 games in the division, but really 3 games with the tiebreaker. What do you do now looking forward to try to gain the 1 seed going to the playoffs?
Just win. Every game one at a time. To get 1 game at a time, win every game in front of us, and move on to the next after that.
Thanks for coming out.
For sure, Yankee.
Want to give you guys a reminder, Saturday night against Manhattansville. Be here 8:30. Simcha will be here. I might be here.
You better be here.
Yehoshua will be here.
Max Live, #1.
Want to say thank you to everyone who put this broadcast together. El Presidente,
Go work.
Akiva Propers. I'll see you guys. Have a great Shabbos.
Shabbat Shalom.